get you back here. So anyway, but yeah, that's keeping up with the Bidens, y'all, and we'll see how this. I know this year ain't gonna end right, but
garbage and sanitation worker. No, they want to live in big houses that they see on videos.
You know, my thing is, I thought it was funny because it was the caller that did it, but at the end of the day, it's when you're a public figure,
that the whole thing makes me sick to my stomach.
You know what I'm saying? 99.9% of the time, I love living in this, country that we're free and we have this freedom of speech. But every now and then,
when she man, did listen, the Trump, brother, if she could turn back the hands of time, Doc, ain't no Dave Chappelle. I'll tell you that.
And so you need to be put out and put on notice. The hell no.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Thank you, Lala. Isn't she beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Give it up one more time for her. Lala. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like that. What's up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all, if y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes, and this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Yeah, for all you third shifters, y'all getting ready to go in. Gonna be late in the next hour. So y'all better get on up and get on to the job. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. I ain't seen y'all in 7 days, and we got so much to talk about. And y'all know what? Once again, you all are privileged that all the family here. So, ma'am, can you bring the family on so we can get to having this conversation? I appreciate it. There he is, Kenny, Madam Devin. And Lee Black himself, we're going to call him Skittles tonight because he's on one. So listen, and the power for the hour, Miss Brittney, we don't call her by her last name because the IRS going to get her. Thank y'all for joining. Good to see y'all. Y'all all right tonight?
Yes, sir.
Great rising. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Listen, did y'all bring y'all hot, what how they got y'all really hot opinions?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, we got a lot of follow-ups to do. So, man, let's go on and get started. When you come in, y'all say, what's up? Y'all know we was off last week, so we did a video, so we didn't speak to y'all. Hey, Miss Toria.
Miss Toria, what's up?
Toria?
I saw that you failed. I hope you're feeling all right. I hope everything works out.
Hope so.
Yeah, she hurt herself. So,
okay. I missed that.
A little bit. But yeah, hope you get the recovering. All right, y'all. Listen, we got a lot to follow up with. Number one, Brittney's back. She's back on the U.S. soil. Can we give her a hand just for being? Thank you so much, y'all. It's good to see her, but y'all, she left her dreads, and but she looked pretty decent for what I saw. I'm amazed at where this justice system is right now, and I'm still apprehensive of the consistency of it. But right now, I appreciate what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make things a little fair. And so, what y'all think? Y'all, she looking good? I thought she was gonna come back with little scars or something, but she looked good getting off the plane. She's in San Antonio now, so she still got to go through this trauma, PTSD type thing. And I can only imagine what she saw over there. And she just looks in good spirits, though. Y'all got anything on that?
I was just shocked at the mixed reviews of her coming home. It was just all over the place. When she was in there, everybody was advocating for her to get out. Then she got out, and everybody was like talking crap about it. And that's what kind of shocked me, the anger of her being out. We'll flop on you in a minute, won't we?
You got that right.
And you know what's funny? What's so funny is people gonna be people, right? And I just didn't realize what really affected. It wasn't the people. It's not the people that's racist that affected us. It's the justice system that gave the people the power. Can I say that? Because if they didn't have the power behind them to feel so like out of place, what'd you say? She said she cut them 2 weeks ago because when she got out, the shower, it was, she did say that. But I believe once the justice system took away the teeth of the racists, like we can overlook them like a Maine dog now.
Mm.
You know, it's like you stupid. You still talking like that? Well, now you put your hands on me. Just know that you go to jail now.
It wasn't just like a white people though. I hate to say it. It was.
Oh really?
And really, honestly, even in my situation, don't really have white people on it. It was the black people.
What were the black people saying?
They felt like there was an unfair trade and that we put ourselves at harm by bringing this dude home. My whole thing was, what was the outcry and the advocacy for him years ago? He'd been in there all this time. We've been hollering for Brittney to come home since she stepped in there. But now y'all care about the dude. I didn't even know he existed.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Devin. I agree with everything. You know, my whole thing is in war and in negotiation, you ain't gonna get everything you want in negotiation. We can even talk about that when you go to court for divorce or whatever you saw. Sometimes negotiation, you got to take what you can get. And guess what? Russia had the upper hand. They wanted their guy. Okay, we want him. Y'all can have Brittney, but you ain't getting Paul. So, hey, as Biden administration, you got to take what you can get. It was what it was. So.
I mean, okay, God rest his soul, but didn't John McCain come home for some trades? Okay.
Yeah. No doubt. He was a prisoner of war. Yeah, it is what it is.
So why are we playing dumb like this? The first one. It's the first one for a black woman. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, but yeah, she's back, and so we'll just keep it posted on that. Black, you ain't had nothing on her, right?
No, I said on the another platform that it was political, which is not a bad thing. I mean, that's the name of the game. Anybody don't recognize that she was used as a political pawn and a game was being played out, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, because of social media, because of where we are with technology. Now the curtain's just been pulled back on all of the games. So it was a political theater that played out in real time. She was unfortunate to be caught in the middle of it. But the Biden administration, they benefited from it. Bravo. And at the end of the day, she got brought home. And I'm happy for her, absolutely.
I hear you, Miss Torres. She said he was there. He got caught when Trump was in office, so blame him. Yeah. Okay, well, we got a few more things to follow up on. Quite a few things that happened. So Atatia Jefferson, if y'all don't remember her, that's the young lady. She actually got shot in my hometown, man, Fort Worth. Man, I live 3 minutes from her.
Oh wow!
Really? I grew up right there, man, in that street, the Maddox Center, Mississippi and Allen. I remember. Man, listen, that's where I grew up. But 4 days ago, man, they caught his trial. Aaron Dean, Aaron Dean. Mm-hmm. Man, y'all probably ain't watched it, right?
I just read a little bit of the transcript. Actually, I read the first day when the nephew testified, when her nephew testified. So so I kind of read that, and that's pretty much been about it.
So just to give some clarity, the prosecution only took about 2 days to render their case, and that was a little quick. But the defense, they opened up and they put him on the stand immediately.
Oh wow! Oh, they did.
I tell y'all, wait a minute, bro. And now I know why the prosecutors got out the way, because they was ready to get to that boy.
they ate him up, huh? They ate him up.
Listen, like a lion prancing on a deer. Wow. Man, when I tell you, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I almost got Facebook happy and started going on Facebook and started typing something, because that prosecutor says that every time he would ask them a question about some of the decisions they make, and they said, "Was that a good decision? Did that make sense as an officer? Was that a good officer decision?" Or something to the effect like, "How would you grade yourself?" And he gave himself a B. And the officer would then start asking more questions about. And he said, "Now, do you still think you should get that kind of grade?" And he was like, "Well, no." I mean, listen. Tie a cinder block to his balls, because he's gone.
Wow. That's a wrap. Well, I do know the jury makeup is all white, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, man.
So don't be surprised.
And that's the inconsistency of it, right? That's what still bothers me. It's because like y'all still have an opportunity. So I don't know. I want to say they probably would have took the trial to another city had they put a black on there. I'm almost sure that's probably one of the stipulations that doggone defense had. But but he took the stand, man, and it was a bad look for him. He shouldn't have done it. So so we're gonna keep y'all posted on that. And another follow-up, Lady Gaga. The only reason I wanted to talk about this because some dude shot her dog, right?
Oh, that's right.
Right? But listen here. I want y'all to guess how many years that dude got after he was convicted.
I thought he shot the dog walker, not her dog. When he shot the dog walker.
He shot the dog walker.
He shot the dog.
No, he shot the dog walker.
The dog?
He shot the dog walker.
He shot the dog walker. Yeah, it was the dog walker, not the dog.
Oh, okay. Well then we can skip that then because I thought he shot the dog.
he probably wanted to shoot the dog too.
Listen, man. Listen, I had a whole spiel for that because he shot. I sure appreciate y'all because I sure ran out in that street. Just really.
he didn't die, but
no, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't die. Right.
He got a nice sentence for it though, for sure.
I know, but I thought that was for the dog. Well, fine, okay.
But I think your point is still valid. I knew where you were going with it.
Yeah, yeah, because okay, so I was trying to tie it in. I thought I called myself being cute because now, right? Yeah. Thank you, Miss Tori. I know. Hey, at least the family caught me, right? They caught me before I jumped out there. Boy, don't come out there. Come on.
Yeah, we didn't want you to get out there in the street, get ran over, brother.
I appreciate that. Because then I was gonna follow that up with my man, the one of the murderers from George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Because he got sentenced last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got 6 years.
I think it was 3.5 years.
3.5. It was something.
Yeah, I believe it was like 3.5. Yeah,
3.5 years. You're right. He showed 3.5 years versus 21, and I was like, "What over a dog?" And I was just ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, thank y'all for keeping me out of harm's way. I appreciate that so much. So I think it's 2 more that's supposed to get sentenced, right? In this moment.
Yeah, it's 2 more. Because this the federal, isn't it? Or is this the federal sentencing, isn't it? I thought. I'm not sure. But I know it's 2 more. Yeah, it's 2 more officers got to be sentenced though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So again, kudos, and I know, you know what? I'm not going to praise the justice system for doing their job. It's just the fact that y'all ain't done y'all job in so many years. It's like, no, I don't have to appreciate y'all. Just keep doing your job. That's it, and do it consistently so that we all can benefit from this great country that we love so much. Right. How about that? I'll say it like that. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's a lot of follow-up going on, but we just wanted to let y'all know those are the things that happen in the world. We got a few more things we're going to talk about. We got some Cialis boys, and we got, some jail boys. We got a lot to talk about. So y'all stick around here for a little bit. But Brother Kenny.
What up?
It's that sports segment, man. Come on in here, Doc.
Oh man, they brought me into the party early. I didn't know.
I had a lot of follow-ups, man. Okay. We starting it up a little bit because the dog didn't get shot. It was the dog.
It's the dog's fault. Snoopy didn't catch a bullet. That's why
Snoopy got shot, man. But I was ready to go in. But
all right, well, I will take it from here. I gotta, I gotta make sure I give that young lady down there. I gotta mess with her a little bit. Yeah, y'all won it. I won, but good.
Barely.
But that was an ugly win. But you know what? I have to say, sometimes all of them can't be cute. That was an ugly win the Cowboys got yesterday. And so they are 10-3. They waiting on that showdown on Christmas Eve when the Eagles come to town. So we're going to see if the Cowboys going to have something for them Eagles when that happens. So we talking about Kyrie Irving. If y'all don't know, I'm sure everybody know that the stuff behind him posting that video link has trickled down into his back pockets. Guess what happened? Nike suspended him after that, but they decided to go ahead and cut ties with him altogether. They are no longer working with Kyrie. And then Kyrie actually wore his Nike shoes in the game the other night. Miss Brittney, can you put up those pictures, please? And this is what he had on his pictures. One shoe says, I am free. On one shoe, thank you, God, I am. And then on this other shoe, he actually have a tape over the Nike logo, and then it just says logo here. And that's a wrap with him in Nike. my thing is, family, I want to know what's your thoughts on these companies when you don't do something they don't like, they cut your money off. I'm gonna start with you, Devin. What's your thoughts on Kyrie Irving and Nike?
I mean, can I be completely honest? I
Yeah.
think I think his feelings are hurt. He didn't want that Nike contract to end, and I don't think Nike really cares about who he is as a person. All they care about is the bottom line. If it's somebody in the big office that feels like it's going to hurt their money as a whole, that's the only reason they cut ties with him. I don't really think they care. It's Nike. Let's be honest. There's probably somebody involved that is Jewish that feels some kind of way and got their feelings hurt, and they ain't making that kind of money off of him. And just like they picked him up, they can pick up another him. So I just think it's all about the bottom line, because they've had some trash people that they've endorsed, as far as lyrics and some of their ways and background. I think it's just all their bottom line, and they just think it's easier to cut ties with him than not. But I also think he may feel some kind of way, and I wonder, to be honest with you, if he kind of regrets.
That's a different take that I never really even thought about. Brother Black, what's your thoughts on Nike and the Kyrie Irving dissolution of a relationship?
Well, to me, if he was smart, or even his handlers, he should have known that was coming. That was to be expected. They, once again, it played out, in theater in front of us. They didn't cut it immediately because they didn't want to seem too cold-hearted. But if I was in his team, I would tell him that's coming anyway. Here's my real point that I want to make on it. I don't know whether he regrets it or not, but a professor told me in grad school one time, he said, talked about decisions. He said, you can do whatever you want to do. You always have a choice. Just be prepared. Every decision you make has consequences. Now, for me, what I like about is the statement he made, and he may not feel this way, so I don't know if he regrets it or not. I like that he still wore the shoes and made a statement, because to me, what it said was that I'm still rich. Yes, it hurt his pocket, but he's not going to starve. He made amends, and sometimes we all got to kiss a little bit of ass just to kind of get back in graces. Nick Cannon had to do it. He had to kiss the ring a little bit, but what they were asking him to do was demeaning to him as a man. And just like Prince once upon a time wrote on his face, slave, I like that he made that statement, because I've always been an advocate of these companies are making an absolute killing off of the athletes. They only get a small percentage of it. As great as Michael Jordan is, and he's built a $1 billion empire, but Nike is going to still keep him over here, even though he's Michael Jordan. And so to me, I like the statement. Now, whether he meant it that way or not, I respected that he's still standing on his principle, if that's what you want to call it, obstinate or not. I ate a little crow, but at the same time, I got your shoes on, and I'm going to cover that logo up, because I still said what I said. That's the way I took it.
I got you, and I'm with you on that too, Brother Black. Brother Brenton, your thoughts on this whole Kyrie-Nike relationship?
I will say he's not an idiot, because some fool would have put on some XJ900s just to prove. That's what we do in our culture, right? We always want to prove somebody. You prove somebody, you put on some wax shoes, you're going to go out there and break your ankle. So at least he ain't that dumb. You know what I'm saying? You know what shoes you need to be wearing to make sure you protect your, your ability to make money. Other than that, this is a part of protest. This is a part of the mud. This is what we do, right? I get it, Kyrie. You're trying to, weave through this political field of sports and politics, or sports and fill in the blank. It don't, it's something. So it's a good silent protest. They can't take away his shoes that he already bought. So, he can wear the Nikes he want to, and they can't make him stop wearing them, but they just won't. So, I get it. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I respect you, because you put in the work. You don't just sit there and run your mouth like the other one, right? But that's a good word.
Activism.
Activist. Activism. He is, man, and that's what we need to see more of, right? More activism. So Just pave the way, man, for these people, man, so they can understand. Just don't just be getting along just to get along. Like, it's okay. We need to stir up the waters. That's what happened. That's Martin Luther King wouldn't be Martin Luther King unless there were some problems that they had to go stir up the waters about. So again, when it's all said and done, Kyrie may not go to the Hall of Fame. He keep on messing with them in basketball, but he'll be mentioned with the other Mount Rushmores of the Alis and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars and the other activist black athletes. So I think that's still a good place to be in. So.
Yeah, well, Irvin, he did sign with Nike. He was with them his whole career. He signed with them as a rookie in 2011, and he was one of 20 NBA players that only have their signature shoes. When you think about it, only 20 players in the history of the NBA has had their own signature shoe. 68% of the NBA players in the league today wear Nikes, and Kyrie's signature shoe was one of the most worn by most of the players. So now, will those other players continue to wear the Kyries? I'm quite sure they will. But I would like to see them do what he does, tape over the logo and do the same thing. I would love to see the other players do that.
But can I give you a little bit of food for thought, though? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I remember that white people were ticked off at Nike during the Black Lives Matter movement because they were putting up all these commercials advocating for Black Lives Matter. And they were advocating for kneeling and advocating for protesting. And that's how I know it's political and it's straight politics, because they choose the side that they feel like is going to give them the most money. And they didn't care that white people were up in arms and were talking about protesting their stuff, and they want to ban them and all this other stuff. But now they're on this other end and we're hearing like something else. So I care. But I don't care much when it comes to people making millions and millions of dollars off a brand. And then when they drop them, now you're mad and we're supposed to all like what Monique told us to no longer watch Netflix. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a valid point. I definitely see where you're coming from that. So,
but to that point, I'm sorry, Brother Kenny. No, Nike knows where its bread is buttered.
Capitalize.
Because Kenny just gave the stats. 68%, of the NBA is wearing tennis shoes. When you think about it, and this is something I've said to my brothers and sisters, black people, for as long as I can remember, real money is quiet. It's not loud. That person that's sitting in a cafeteria with a little old Izod shirt on, real money billionaires, they don't even wear dress clothes.
Nope.
They wear pullover shirts, and they'll have a watch that look just as plain as can be, and it'll be from a watchmaker that costs more than your house. Real money is quiet. Our rappers and sports figures and we're the ones that's loud. We have the bedeviled watches and things like that. Nike knows where his bread is buttered. So you're right, Sister Devin. They switch sides whenever it's convenient for them because they're going to cater to that audience. Who's the one standing in line killing themselves for the latest Jordans? It breaks my heart that the minorities, we're the first in line. Some of us are walking around with $250 pair of sneakers on, and four, I want to call them iggers, is living in an apartment with a roach-infested mattress on the bed and a blanket up to the window, but you got on the fresh Nikes.
They shoes in the box.
Yeah. Yep. That's what Bill Cosby was talking about, but y'all got mad at him when he was talking about. But anyway, we're gonna talk about Bill Cosby, and then I'm gonna get out of here and toss it back to you, Brenton. Y'all heard it here first. I got some breaking news in sports. Jackson State, I think, is about to hire their new head coach.
Oh yeah.
TC Taylor. Look like it's gonna be TC Taylor, and I said that from the beginning. So y'all heard it from TFG tonight from your sports guy. Jackson State may have a new head coach, TC Taylor, who was on Coach Prime's staff. So that's my breaking news I wanted to jump in here with real quick. So toss it back to you, Brenton.
All right. Hey, Antoine, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate you liking the show, brother. So I will say this. I like to pat myself on the back because my son, I need to say it quietly because he's down there. He don't know the difference between Jordans and Shaqs.
Hey, Keep him in the dark, brother. Keep him in the dark.
Man, listen, he wore them shacks so proud. And I said, Daddy, can you give me some more shacks? I said, I sure can, son. Them boys was $20. Come on, boy, go get another pair.
You know what you made me think of that episode on Martin where Gina and Martin was budgeted and she made him go buy some air wax because he wanted some Jordans. That made me think of that episode on
Hey,
Martin.
man, I've never been more proud to be able to say, man, listen, he don't know the difference. He just said they knew.
Better enjoy it. When he figured out he gonna be in a 13 shoe, you gonna be paying attention.
Yeah,
by that time, you better be getting you a job then, player. Thank you, Miss Tori. Yeah, I did a good job. All right, man, what we got next? Listen, I don't know how I feel about this one, so we're gonna have to talk to the family, right? So listen, in a little town called Earl, Arkansas, a population of about 1,785 to be exact in the last census. They had elections just like the rest of us did, and they elected their mayor. Not only did they elect a mayor, they elected a black mayor. And not only did they elect a black mayor, they elected a black male mayor. But here's my problem, y'all. He 18. Now I read the laws. Even to be president, I think you can't be 18. I think you got to be 25 to run for president.
No, you got to be 35. You got to be
35.
35.
Oh, yep. 35. Okay, yeah, but to run for mayor, you only have to be 18.
That's correct.
So apparently, he's a college freshman. Congratulations, right? Youngest black mayor in U.S. history. Thank you, ma'am. I mean, look at him, preacher. Look at him, looking good, man.
He looks like an intelligent young king to me.
I mean, I don't think you can. Okay, we'll talk about it. Hold on.
Okay.
After beating out his opponent for the position in a small Arkansas town, his name is Jalen Smith, a recent graduate of Earl High School. He said that he was confident that he would win the runoff election on Tuesday. He was still shocked when he received news of the victory. He will be the mayor of Earl, a town of just under 2,000 people near Memphis, Tennessee. He felt so grateful. I had the craziest facial reaction when I won. It was such a blessing. Smith received 218 votes. I won't repeat that, but that's a shame. While his opponent, Nehemiah Matthews Sr., won 139. Smith said he decided to run for mayor at the start of his senior year with the encouragement of his fellow Student Government Association members. He said he fully understands the historic significance of his win. It feels awesome. Generations and generations of people will read about this historical moment, he said. Y'all, Debbie, I don't even want to start. She said, sounds like it was a popular. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm going to try to, because this is real, but I will not slight this young man. Let's just talk about it. Devin, what you think?
I'm trying to be nice because
I know it.
I've been through Arkansas, so I met some of them, and yeah. The way I think that this happened is between his 70 classmates and his cousins and uncles and aunties. That's how he got those votes, and the fact that you said the votes between both dudes was less than 400, and it's up in there. I mean, that tells you a lot about this little town. He probably had one of the highest IQs in the town. I want to give him props for that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If he was in just graduating high school, it was probably a bunch of him and his classmates that just didn't think it could really happen. So they was like, "Come on, y'all, let's go see."
Yeah,
he really didn't take many votes for him at all. Here, we could have showed up and probably would have got. But I hope he takes this as a stepping stone to continue a career in this life, and you know what I'm saying, and uses it to propel himself. That's what I'm hoping. Get his name and his face out there and continue to grow.
Yeah, it's remind me of that movie with Eddie Murphy, The Distinguished Gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Black, he says, as Mayor-elect Smith said that he plans to focus on transportation, public safety, and bringing a major grocery store to the city. Increasing residents' access to food sources is a cause Smith said he especially passionate about. Black, again, I'm more ashamed that this boy is 18 and his daddy's folks and his granddaddy's folks. Where y'all at, and why y'all not in here? It's okay. Go ahead.
So he still lives at home, and this is nothing against this young man. And I love what you said, Sister Devin, that I hope he uses this as a platform to springboard himself to something bigger. But true story, I lived in Arkansas. My wife, when I was married, I plucked her from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and promptly moved her to New York because people from Arkansas are some of the dumbest asses in captivity, those including Mississippi and Tennessee too. And I was a outside marketing rep for ITT Tech, and I've been through Earl many, many, many times. This is the most backwards place you ever can imagine. The local Walmart in West Memphis, Arkansas, is when they going to town. So I frequently went through there to drag them nasty, filthy, no good bitches from Earl and take them to Walmart because they thought I was taking them on a trip. And that's how slow and dumb these people is. And it tells you a lot about the state of politics and where we at. That an 18-year-old boy from a dumbass place like that could be the mayor. But then we got Marjorie Taylor Greene as the mayor too, so go figure.
Man, take a couple Skittles, Doc. Get you some more Skittles, man. Come on, bro. Listen, man, I'm proud of this young man, but it speaks to the ridiculousness of this town. It's like, y'all, come on, man. He's only 18. Y'all, he just started puberty 4 years ago. Okay, kidding.
I don't know how I can follow, brother.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this, man. Listen,
okay.
I want to agree with Sister Devin when she said, I really do hope he takes this politics thing seriously, though. I mean, yeah, I know it's a little podunk town. I'm sure they walk their hogs to the store, whatever they do in Earl, Arkansas. But again, to see this young man, regardless of how he just wanted to do it, regardless if his friends decided to be kind of cool. Now that he's doing it, hopefully this will be something that it will spark his interest in the politics. I mean, let's be honest. We had a runoff in Georgia where Herschel Walker almost won. So let's be honest. So we shouldn't be too shocked that an 18-year-old became mayor of a little town, no matter how podunk it was. So, and at the end of the day, I'll have to tell Brittney, politics is a popularity contest. That's going to be. It really is, regardless of what you think. It's a popularity contest. So I do wish the young brother well, but hopefully this wasn't just some do or dare, some dare that one of his classmates asked him, say, "I dare you to run for mayor." And he did it, and then he get in there, and then all he want to do is be on social media all doggone day and play Fortnite, whatever they do at that age.
He's gonna be in there TikToking, watching.
Yeah, TikTok video. So again, I salute the young brother. I hope he does well, but we'll see.
I'm going to show you the relativity here if I can. Again, this is his first job. I mean, if it's his first job, it's a nice little salary. Well, let's hope they get paid in Arkansas. No, I don't know.
But mayors don't get paid a lot. Most times
it's based on the budget of the city. So
that's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I kind of held back. But I will say, here's the relativity. If he was an old white man, he would have ran for president and got 4 years.
There you go.
So he's a young black 18-year-old, and he ran and he got mayor. So I mean, I just tell you where we headed, right? Yeah. So the relativity of it all. So if he playing, well, let's just be glad he's not old and white and trying to make America great again.
And let's just glad he playing in Earl, Arkansas, because according to what Brother Black said, that's a town you can play in.
Let's just hope Black don't know none of his aunties.
I bet I do.
We will, Mr. I'm not touching that. Yes, Miss Tori, we will continue to follow his journey. Hopefully, this is something that he will enjoy and then make the best. So congratulations, young Jalen. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, man, what we got next? Oh, all right. Listen, she wouldn't tell us whose business she gonna get into, so I think she's gonna flip a coin because she got two different people she want to talk about. And so y'all, we gonna find out all together. Ma'am, whose business you getting into today?
Y'all know I don't do nothing but drink water and mind my own business. But while doing so, a couple stories ran past me, so I had to decide: are we gonna discuss Dirty D Jackson or Mark Tyrone Curry and what he got going on in his life? So today we're gonna go with Mark Curry. Comedian Mark Curry claims he was discriminated against recently while in a Wyndham hotel in Colorado. He said he was just sitting there chilling, minding his own business, when he was approached by the staff asking him was he staying there and what he was doing there. And they said he was like, obviously I'm a guest. They made him show his ID, and he feels like they discriminated against him strictly because he was a Black man. I got my own opinions about it, but I want to know is this a celebrity finally in the real world with us regular Black folks? I don't know. What you think, Ken? How you feel about that?
I think I actually watched the video, and I think actually Mark Curry could have this could have been, he could have nipped this in the bud. I think he made this more than it should have been, in my opinion. I think he should have just the I don't know if he was a manager or whomever the two workers were. They weren't raising their voices or being crazy. They just asked to show, hey, we want to know if you show here. All he had to do was show his hotel card and say, "Here, look, man, my hotel is on the 3rd floor. Yeah, I stay here." We wouldn't have had this, but he just want to be dramatic. He just made a doggone scene, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, I think kind of Mark Curry, he made this more than it really was. I don't think they was coming at him like that, in my opinion.
Y'all know people are thirsty now for social media attention and have people talking about him. Brother Black, you think that's what he was doing, just making an uproar for unnecessary reasons? I mean, would you want a strange man addressed if you were staying at a decent hotel?
No, I wouldn't, and I'm okay with them asking him. I don't know what. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know what he was dressed like, but I don't think it's out of the realm of professionalism to see someone that you don't recognize and to go over and ask the simple question. Are you staying here? Sometimes, some of us. This is the sad part, that we live in a society now where we're looking for a reason. Sometimes, not every incident is racially motivated, and the world don't owe you anything, to be honest with you, So when you walk out your door, there are going to be some times where, yes, you get asked. He's unrecognizable. And outside of the few bros, that we know who he is not a known figure, well known, that they would automatically know. So just by someone asking that, and I do think, Brother Kenny, that you just made more of it than it had to be. Not every incident, has to be turned into, a statement. Activism is great, but this is what hurts a cause, when you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Okay. Brenton, you think we out here now searching for Karens like Pokemons? I mean, is that what we kind of doing with our phone in our hand, hoping for a moment?
Don't get me wrong. There is a balance. People deserve it. I mean, listen, when you do it, you deserve to get what you get. I think where it came to is where Mark started like becoming the antagonist. Like at first he was the victim. We say he's looking for a job since he has not since the 80s. Yeah. So okay, I don't know why he was in Colorado Springs. Again, you got to know your surroundings, Chief. And then number two, he started trolling them. My thing is, at one of them asked me, I'd have just sat there. Because number one, I don't owe you nothing. even say something to you. So you can stand there and keep looking like a fool to the point to where then when you touch me, then I break your arm, right? And then go to my room. But I get what he wanted. I mean, he took an opportunity, right? He wanted to make fun of him. He started making fun of the white man. He started making fun of the little black guy. You know what I'm saying? And so I know what we're saying. It's just I don't fault him for doing it, because if you just feel like it that night, then they just caught him at the wrong night, right? Maybe if he caught him after he got paid from a gig he was doing, maybe he felt better. Who knows? I don't know, but yeah, everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame. I get it, and so he gave it to that white man and that black boy.
Yeah, and see, my thing is, it looked like from the video he was the only one sitting in that area. From
he was
what
the
I
only one
could
sitting in
tell.
that area, but he said, "Well, why don't y'all ask the people at the bar?" Now, what got even more ignorant for me was when he went to the front desk. Okay, if the white janitor is white, and then you go to the front desk and she white, well, you think she gonna side with you? I'm like, well,
but here's the thing about that.
Well, do you? Are you? She said, are you? Do you? Are you here? What's your room number? That's like,
here's the thing about that. Even if they were at the bar, most of the time I'm sure they sit in the bar having a drink, so I'm sure they stay there. But you're just lounging on the couch. We don't know. You could have just walked in out the outside. And there's nothing wrong with that. My thing is, I think he made it more dramatic, man. Just say, hey, I am a guest here. Here's my card. Then that would have been it. But to each his own, I guess.
I hear you. Yeah. You're right. Mm-hmm.
I hear y'all, but I ain't gonna lie to you. He give me a little bit of homeless tease. He looked like he been through some stuff. Y'all know black folks, we usually age pretty good. He looked like
an old woman
outside for 2 weeks.
Oh.
So if I'm chilling in the hotel and he in the corner and I don't know he Mark Curry, I'm gonna be like, say, what kind of stuff y'all got going on in this hotel? I'm feeling some kind of way. I mean, if I don't know who he is, I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all know we don't age like that. He looked like he been through some stuff, and that don't look like he been drinking Crown. That look like he been drinking Crown. I don't know what's going on with dude, but I hope he ain't got no illness.
Yeah.
But, they just had to make sure he wasn't trying to find somewhere to sleep for the night. That's what I think, So now that I said peace, I'm gonna go back to minding my own business. Y'all be good.
What you say, Mr. You been there? Okay, you say people don't they do not hang around that long on the couch. He did
look homeless.
Yeah. Well, he had a Louis Vuitton scarf on, but I guess you can just buy that off Amazon.
Nothing. He giving you you got $1 tease. I'm sorry.
I'll say this: he can give him a deal around for her money now, honey, because he look like Black. Can he be a guest on P Valley?
Y'all cold, man.
I don't even know he'll make it in.
Y'all Valley at all.
Yeah,
not even like an old mother. Old sis, okay,
or something, but now
y'all cold.
Okay, all right. All right, well, Mark Curry, I guess I can't remember his show. Something about
hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr.
Cooper. Yeah, that's what it was.
Keep hanging on,
early 90s,
sis, or whoever you is now. All right, okay, we'll keep moving. Amazon wants you to do what? Now listen, sister, I gotta ask you first because that's your spot, right? Did you do the $5 tip one? Did you tip your people? You didn't tip them? Well, apparently they want to give y'all $2 a month to share your traffic data. It's part of Amazon's shopper panel and invite-only program that offers users financial rewards. The voluntary program could raise privacy concerns over how Amazon handles customer data. I don't understand. Nobody's stopping them from doing this anyway, but whatever. Some Amazon users will now earn $2 per month for agreeing to share their traffic data with their retail giant. Under the company's new invite-only ad verification program, Amazon is tracking what ad participants saw, where they saw them, and the time of day they were viewed. This includes Amazon's own ads and third-party ads on the platform. I mean, is this just Big Brother telling us out up front that, hey, we're trying to do this? We're really already doing it. But we're trying to do it, and we'll give you $2 a month. I mean, who needs $24 a year? Sister, did you sign up?
Heck no, I pay these people between $100 and $200 a month just for Prime. They need to be giving, what is $2 off of that? They need to make Prime free for me and let me still get these 2-day deliveries for free before I let something like that happen. That's stupid. $2? Who gonna do something like that? That don't even make no sense. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing for $2 except Mark Curry. That's stupid. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Well, it says though customers who didn't get invited can get added to a wait list. Why there's a waiting list for $2 a month? Potentially join later. It says the deal is a part of Amazon Shoppers Panel, an invite-only program where the select Amazon customers can earn $10 per month if they upload 10 eligible receipts from purchases made outside of Amazon. Y'all, they're gonna end up taking a Squid Game. This is Kenny, what you think, man? They already do it. That's exactly what I'm saying, right? Paying us nothing. That's it, Miss Tori.
Well, you know, they ain't gonna make no money off of me because I don't even do Amazon. I ain't got no Amazon Prime right now, nothing. They talking about giving somebody $2. There was a blues song made by the late great Johnny Taylor, My Last $2. You know where my last $2 gonna go? It's gonna go right in my doggone pocket. And it ain't going to Amazon. Or y'all ain't got to give it to me. I'm gonna keep my $2. So I don't know, man. It's just sound like that they just trying to. They doing it anyway, aren't they? So it's just something, another incentive for you to be involved in some madness. I'm good on that.
Okay, well, it's funny you say that, Black. I'm gonna give you this one. Exchanging users' data for financial reward is nothing new. It says in 2016, Facebook launched a program that gave monthly $20 gift cards to users between the ages of 13 and 25 if they installed Facebook Research, a VPN app that tracked their online activity for market research. In 2012, Google launched Screenwise, a program that gave volunteer users $5 Amazon gift cards with additional ones every 3 months for up to a year to download a Google Chrome browser. This ain't nothing new. So why what they doing, Black?
Not only is it nothing new, but to me, this is part of a bigger trend that's dangerously unfolding right in front of our nose. Sometimes you can hide in plain sight. It's no coincidence that the world's richest man now, who's got even more money than Jeff Bezos, bought Twitter. And now you have the second richest man in the world wanting to invade our privacy because post-pandemic, when you think about how many Amazon Electra dots is in our homes now, smart TVs that are going for lowest prices you can imagine, not to mention the smartphones that we hold every day, they're monopolizing the market, folks. They are taking a monopoly right before our eyes. Kroger's just merged with another business. They have a monopoly on the game, folks. I think it was comedian said this. Chris Rock in one of his stand-up specials, he was talking about the difference between rich and wealth. And in part of his joke, he said, the rich man that owns the color blue. And while it was funny when he said it 30 years ago, we're there, folks. We're there. We're at a place where people are owning things that you can't imagine. It's going to get to a point where they know everything about you and control it at every level. I keep saying we really are living in the matrix, folks, but it's insulting that he would offer it at such a low price. But you know why? A person is smart, but people are very, very stupid. And so while us four people sitting up here, intelligent, articulate people who can see through this, for every one of us that realizes the danger of this, there's 100 toothless, goofless, ass backwards people who stay up all night long buying way more shit off Amazon than you and I ever buy. And they live for this type of thing. And the idea that they're part of a Amazon special team, it appeals to them. And that's the dumbassness of people in general, white, black, and otherwise. They're everywhere. Anytime a former president could run on a platform telling people that he was going to bring coal mining back and they put him in office. You know, we got some dumbass people out there.
You
Or some really, really broke people. I don't know.
Right.
Well, y'all, I'm just saying, all we doing is reporting the news, and do what you want to do. It is what it is. They already know how y'all would say they're probably all.
They probably are, Brittney. They probably are.
Hey, Miss Demi J, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, what's up, Demi J?
Hey,
Well,
maybe so. We have to do the research on that one, right? Yeah. All right, we're gonna tell that Mary get them some internet up there because I know they ain't got no.
I know that. No, that's right.
Black, they got internet up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they be walking around the streets barefoot, and I ain't even making it up.
I kid you not.
Barefoot, the women didn't have no bras on, and they had big old. I thought I went back in time,
she ain't lying.
After civil rights movement, I was like, I feel like I went back in time.
It's for real.
Wow.
It's
what
real,
what the boobs look like, Devin?
No,
what
sir.
The
No, sir. No. Brittney, come on.
African booty scratcher people from the ones they used to show you on
PBS.
PBS. That's what they look like. They walking around like they've been breastfeeding for 20 years straight. Child, I am not lying. I wish I was making this up.
Yikes. Okay, come on, Brittney. You trying to cut me off. You won't let Kenny go on talking about Black. I gotta ask you. Did you get a chance to hear it?
And I hate I did not. And I've been looking for it ever since.
No, sir. You will not find it.
You will not find it.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
It's gone.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Man, listen. I think that thing, it's on SoundCloud. If you got that, you can download. But it's again, he said he didn't do it. I don't. You believe that?
I do.
Okay, so here it is, y'all. If y'all don't know, apparently it was this weekend, right? Apparently R. Kelly dropped some music. He is still in jail, but apparently the song that caught everybody by the attention was some OJ-ish like stuff, which said I admit it. No, admitted. I can't remember what was the name of the song.
Yeah, I admit it or something.
I admit it.
Oh, Antoine said it's on YouTube. Black.
What's up, bro? What's up, Antoine?
Yeah, he said it's on YouTube. Oh, okay, right on.
Okay.
What's up, fam?
Admit it. So apparently, I heard it chopped. So I was like, why does it sound like that? So apparently, I don't know what the deal was. So apparently, Kelly, it's allegedly, all right. Allegedly, R. Kelly was singing a song about if he was sleeping with these girls, what it matter to you? It wasn't hurting you. And if it was, y'all cost me my career over this. And I don't know. I just feel like R. Kelly, they're gonna wait for you, man. No matter, listen, you have fervent fans like Black. They waiting, bro. They waiting to hear whatever you guys say. So, I mean, Black, talk to us. I know you ain't hear it, but you ready for it to come back?
I would welcome any music by R. Kelly because I can separate the two. And I've said this before, I'm not defending anything that he's done action-wise, and so much so that I'm clear. I'm a fan of R. Kelly. Robert's ass needs to be locked up, so I have no problem with that. But musically, I'm out here dying with what's considered music out here. They recently had the Soul Train Music Awards. It's an absolute joke. The Grammys, the American Music Awards, whatever you want to call them, it's just not music. And so when I think about the fact that Luther is dead, Michael's dead, Prince is dead, Gerald Levert is dead, Brian McKnight ain't making no music, Keith Sweat, R. Kelly, regardless of whatever you feel about him personally, the man is a genius at music. I'm never going to strip him of that. And so if he released something, I'm there for it.
Okay, Toria, that's interesting. I didn't know it was old music. Antoine said it was old music. He's not making. I mean, right? We knew that. So let me ask you this, Black, and then I'm gonna ask you other two this. If he sung and said, "Yeah, I did that to Aaliyah. Yeah, I did that to all these girls," he no longer separating himself, right?
Correct. If he had fully admitted it.
So I'm saying, if he come out and he get out of jail and he make the song, do like what OJ did. If I did it, I would. Would you still respect him as an artist?
if
Sweat is
the
king.
song is so if the song is hot, I'm still gonna like the song. For me personally, I know he did it. I don't need convincing that he did it. I know he did it. He slept with underage girls. That for me has never been up to debate. He got away with that.
Yeah.
I think in they penalized him because he did get away with it. But am I going to be offended because the lyrics in a song is saying something that's distasteful? Didn't them two hoes come out with WAP and bump and grind all over the screen, wet ass P? And so my thing is that's offensive to people but they had a catchy beat and hoes wiggling their asses and shaking their breasts. I enjoyed every last minute of it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Devin. I mean, Black said don't hold a double standard to this thing. I mean, what you think about all this?
First of all, I haven't paid for music in a long time because of my Amazon Prime that I'm dumb enough to pay for allows me to listen to free music.
Well,
but
is it free?
Kelly hasn't come across. Yeah, well, no, I'm paying for it. Trust me.
Okay.
But I'm not. Like,
I got you.
Membership with my Amazon Prime that comes with free quote unquote.
I agree with you, bro.
Music, but no, I don't need to.
Okay,
But if I had an opportunity to purchase music from R. Kelly right now, I refuse to put money on his books. He's gonna have to figure out another way to get his comics. It won't be me.
All right. Well, I mean, Kenny, I don't know who you had over in a while. You throwing some Kelly on?
You know what? I'm kind of like Brother Black. If because R. Kelly is still one of the greatest to ever do it. Now again, I'm separating the man from the music. I'm definitely doing that. I'm gonna still listen to R. Kelly, and I did hear one of the tracks briefly, and it was a fire track. R. Kelly always gonna come with the heat. But again, I'm not so emotionally wrapped up in the situation. Again, it was horrible. It's disgusting. I don't agree with that what he's done. He's damaged some women, and I admit that. But that doesn't keep me from listening to his music and separating the two. Now, some of the music, some of the songs I can't listen to because I'm like, oh, you said that? Okay, I know what you was doing then. You was messing with some young underage girls, so I can't. Age ain't nothing but a number and all that. So, but again, I can separate the two. Will I buy it? Of course not. I'm not gonna buy it. I found a way to listen to it though.
Now, Keith Sweat off. He said, "You may be young,
yeah, but you're ready.
You're ready.
Yeah.
We can go back and pick songs apart now."
He didn't say that. And
he said that.
And Rick James, he done okay anyway. And what's the other one from the Gap? Not the Gap. What's his name? Charlie Wilson. He be beating them jokers in there. Miss Tori said they none of them is underage. Yeah, she said
I've been following that too, and they are literally saying that they do think it's going to be overturned. For the record, folks, and I ain't going down no rabbit holes. They violated his rights. I objected to the fact that they locked him up first and built the case behind it. And they are literally saying that if you read the transcripts, there was a lot of things that was wrong about that. I'm just saying. But do I think he slept with underage girls? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so did Elvis. And so did all the others.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Jerry Lee Lewis. I think she was his cousin. She was 14. So yeah.
And listen, if we ever get our hands on Jeffrey Epstein's, this list,
right.
I guess we'll see a whole lot of people at R. Kelly's party then.
Right.
So I'm never here to be hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Again, it's my preference, so it is what it is. So, all right, y'all, we appreciate y'all. We'll keep y'all posted on KLs, or we'll let Miss Tori and Brother Black keep us posted. I ain't paying attention that deep. All right, listen, y'all, we're at the point of the show where it's the most favorite point of time. The favorite, I can't even say it. It's the okay, Lee, it's your turn. So say it like for the love of I can't even say it. I don't know what's wrong with me right there. Go on, Black.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Now, when you see that, say it loud for the love of money. Anybody out there who's African American, if you don't recognize those two colloquialisms, then we're gonna revoke your black card. That's right from the beginning. Yeah. So absolutely. We're talking about James Brown, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. For the love of money, the OJs. Why did I bring that up? And so organically, almost every story we cover.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. My bad.
I'm sorry.
I was thinking of Bone Thugs and Harmony. My bad.
No, that's the OJs.
Your
That's
card.
the OJs.
Yep.
Ah,
That
Get a
Amazon
card.
Prime.
Get a
That's not an
card,
OJ
Black.
now.
Get a card. Get a card. Get a card.
Get a card.
Here's
I'm
what's
just more
beautiful about
thugs than
this.
y'all. That's all it is. I'm just
There
more
you go.
thugs.
There you go. What's beautiful about those two statements, though, is organically almost every story we covered in tonight's episode has something to do with Africanism, Afrocentralism. It's something about African American people that's very special, and sometimes we don't even recognize it ourselves, even when we're discussing somebody as controversial as R. Kelly. And I want to talk to especially my young sisters out there who love to be on social media, posting pictures left and right. And that's why I said say it loud, because I know a lot of the women who post pictures, they sit there and take time because they want all the blemishes out and things of that nature. Did you guys know that artificial intelligence are capturing those pictures and that becomes their property and they can use them however they want to? Now, I know this very panel has teased me from time to time about my want for an artificial woman, and I want one because I have my own personal reasons. But what if I told you there is a new top model on the scene, and she's not Giselle Bundchen, Brady's wife. Brady's wife, Giselle Bundchen, has made more money from modeling than any other model in history. But guess what? There is a new model. According to the outlet, there's a model called Shudu, the first AI model, artificial intelligence model. She's constantly booked and busy. Within the first 2 years of her career, she was featured in Vogue, Hyper Beast, V Magazine, and WWD, fronted campaigns for Balmain and Elise, graced the red carpet at the 2019 BAFTA Awards, booked solid, and was rated by Time Magazine as one of the most influential people on the internet. I want y'all to take a look at, I hope I can still got this picture of this model. What if I told you she was black? Because but here's the curious thing about that. Not only is this model black, but the site is being run by a white person. That they are taking the features of our African American sisters and putting them to use to make money off of it. And so I came up with this idea to bring this to your attention because I wanted to reach out to my sisters, my brothers and sisters. I don't know if you can see that picture. That is Shudu.
Oh,
Britt
wow.
try to give us a cop. Britt will try to pull it up too.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
that is Shudu. Yeah. And so what's so unique about this, and here's another picture of her. They don't come no blacker than that.
That look like Obama.
But now making the most money out of any model in the world, because you know what that tells us? That other races talk about us, they don't give us credit, but they copy off everything we do. The Kardashian empire was built on the backs of things that black women were naturally blessed with. So I appeal to my black sisters and brothers who are making content on TikTok and who are giving away their talents, because none of us could deny that there would be no Justin Timberlake without R&B music. So I wanted to come up with this part to let my people know, be black, be proud, but be smart. So even a story like Kyrie that we talked about, we have an economic power in us that we just is not realized. Right now, currently, they're talking about boycotting Balenciaga because of some things that they've done. There's a black family right here in Mississippi, Podunk, Mississippi, that's trying to recreate Black Wall Street. Right here in Atlanta, Georgia, TD Jakes, as well as Tyler Perry, they're trying to build an entire city for African American people. I hope this is the beginning of something special. And I want to encourage my people who I love. We do all kinds of foolish shit, but we're the most powerful people on this planet. And if we just mobilize and start taking back what belongs to us, we can run this shit. I just wanted to let y'all know.
All right, brother.
Wow. That's what's up.
I'm a sidebar for just a second if I can. Did that doll ever come in for you?
Every time we get to Christmas time, I'm waiting on the price to go below $1,000.
Oh, okay, all right, well, man, shoot. All right, I'm just checking.
And while y'all laugh, Right now,
Huh?
with the triple pandemic going on out there, and the CDC is talking about all these diseases, I
Yeah.
had my little AI doll sitting right over there with her mouth shut, and I got something for
Oh boy, yeah.
That poor dog. Listen,
Oh, bless her,
Hey,
she'll
Coach
never
Dog,
need lubrication. Honey.
bless
What'd
her
you say,
heart.
Mr. Toy? You have to see all her pictures. It is
It is.
amazing. He made her so beautiful. Mr. Black, go look at more of her pictures. Okay.
it. Blew my
Wow.
mind, guys.
And there's an
This is
app like,
happening right under our eyes.
what's the app that everybody got crazy about where it'll turn you into like water markings, or it was called Lanisa. I don't know.
It's called Lensa AI.
Mensa AI. Yeah,
Lensa
so
AI.
yeah, everybody's been kind of wanting, because it just beautifies you or something. I don't know. Maybe it's the new
Oh, okay. I
Maybelline.
don't know.
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
nothing about that.
Yeah, Lensa.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Lensa. Okay,
yeah. So
no,
apparently
I'm
you can.
good.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
this is about as beautiful as I'm gonna get. So
I
this is
feel
a
sorry
wrap
for
for
folks
me.
dating now. Y'all don't know who gonna show up now.
You got that
Okay.
right.
Oh man, it's been a great show, man. Victoria, thank you so much. I'm glad we
Thank
can
you,
make
Miss
you laugh.
Tori.
You
We
actually got
definitely
my final
appreciate you.
thoughts, so we're gonna see what we get into. But y'all, it is final thoughts time. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. Brother Kenny, give me your final thoughts, man. Thank you.
Oh man, good to see my fam on Monday night. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm just going to the social media thing, man. Just I love all my people. I love my sisters and everything. But can we kind of rein in some of the social media stuff that we doing? I mean, you ain't got to be using all these filters and all that stuff. Y'all don't be fooling folks. Y'all out here fooling people. Stop it, ladies. Y'all beautiful, but quit on with all them doggone filters. I'm sick of it. Been sick of it. But anyway, that's my final thoughts.
You can't post that. How about them lines? So,
Stop it. We're not going there tonight.
okay. So wait.
Yeah.
So listen. So wait a minute. Is this something personal that happened to you, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yo, did I get faked out? No, I
Yeah.
ain't get faked out.
Oh,
No, but
okay, okay.
I'm not falling for the okie dokies. That's what I'm
Yes,
just telling
sir.
you.
Yes,
Stop all
sir.
that.
Listen, I'm gonna do it like my boy Black dude. He said, "Let me check. Let me see." I know you tell him to drop him. I say it like Miss Devin, my sister, thank you so much. And all your nosiness. Give me your final thoughts, man.
Ladies, I gotta be honest, y'all. I got tons of women on my
Yes,
I hardly ever get on Facebook. Like I really hardly ever. My sister will tell me to get on and look at something specific. But when I get on it, of course, I'll scroll for a minute. And the women on my Facebook timeline, y'all, the filters. Like a couple of them I'll see them in person and won't even recognize them. All I can say to ladies is if you look like that and you online dating and stuff like that, and you show up and he got an attitude and don't want to talk to you, you can't say he mistreating you or doing you dirty. Because if he thinking he going out with such and such and he go out with you, because I was a serial online dater and I showed up like I showed up. Thank you, Toria. Whoop, whoop. I just think, ladies, I just think we go too far. I think some of y'all go too far with the filters. I'm glad I'm old school and don't know how to work them. Because y'all do the most. I mean, it's too much. Y'all need to be yourself. If somebody don't love you for what you look like and who you are, then that ain't who meant to be with you. Because he might sleep with you because he horny, but then he gonna get an attitude because he gonna say, I'm just being real. It would be real. He gonna sleep with you because he wants some, but then he gonna say, you ain't who I thought you was. Move around. He gonna call those wildebeest. He gonna call those wildebeest because the wildebeest showed up and he thought a gazelle was showing up, and that's not fair.
Don't you be giving up our secrets? Who over there telling you these men's secrets? Don't you be doing that? But I will tell y'all this: our eyes look a little different after we done smashed.
So and when we drinking.
Just know you don't look as good as you did when he laid down with you. I promise you. Oh, you stop telling our secrets, girl. Shame on you. Anyway, Black, give me your final thoughts, brother.
Well, I'm gonna make it a trifecta on that same topic, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes,
some of our brothers too. When I get these hoes up in here, I don't have this like this bright. I'll be 55 years old in January. So I got pinched nerves, sciatica. All my shit ain't working right. You know what I'm saying? I have to go huffing and puffing and go in that bathroom to keep up these hoes. But at the same time, this is what you get. So the message I want to get to my people is black is beautiful in all its forms. In the immortal words of Celie from Color Purple, I might be fat, I might even be ugly, but dear Lord, I'm here.
I know that's right.
I mean, quit fooling these women, though. You quit that.
And
Hey,
listen,
I get them out of here before 3 o'clock so they can't see what the real me look like. By then, I'd have done my thing.
my goodness. And just so y'all know, he was speaking black is beautiful in the first person. Just so y'all know. He wasn't talking about the rest of us. Woo, we clouded today. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Well, listen, I just want to say thank y'all so much, everybody, for commenting and joining us today. It's been a hilarious and exciting conversation with you all. But I have a question for my people. Miss Tori, you actually got my final thoughts, so you made me have to give you a little credit for this one. She said laughter is good for the soul. It's like medicine, right? So I'm gonna ask you a question. Do y'all yell? Like, when last time you yelled at somebody?
At somebody, I hadn't yelled at somebody in a long time. I yell at the TV when I watch sports. That's you know.
But you don't use yelling as a form of anger?
Nah.
I haven't yelled in a long time, years.
Wow. I used to be a yeller. I really did. Tori said, "Stop wearing those long eyelashes." Okay,
that's
all
good.
Right.
Good one, Miss Tori. Good one,
right.
Miss Tori. Sure is.
Girl, everybody is an eyelash statistician. I don't know. Eyelash statistician. I don't know what y'all call it. Okay, well, listen. Since y'all don't yell, maybe this don't make no sense to y'all. But listen, if laughter is good for the soul, let me just tell y'all what yelling is. Check this out.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened?
Show it one more time, Britt, so you can see what happened. Listen. If laughter is good for the soul, well, then yelling gonna knock you out.
We try to yell. We ain't yelled in some years. We gonna be
Man, I just said, man, listen, y'all stop yelling at folks for y'all done. So basically, he done lost consciousness because all that breath done came out of his body, and so now he over there dizzy and then hit the back of the doggone side rack, fool.
Man, that's
anyway,
hilarious.
yeah. So listen, y'all, laughter is good for the soul, but y'all cut all that yelling out for y'all get knocked out.
For real.
That's all I gotta say. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny, and we'll see y'all on Monday.
Peace.
Peace.